Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Chariton here in beautiful Salida, Colorado, and today I want to talk about what's actually ahead for the Colorado housing market in 2026, statewide trends, key forecasts, and then I want to zoom in on our local market here in Chaffee County as well and look at what buyers and sellers need to know before they make a move right here. Most trusted real estate economists and market observers think that 2026 won't be a dramatic or big change year. It will be about normalizing after years of the pandemic era boom and the recent affordability struggles. So here's a high-level overview. Mortgage rates are expected to be modestly lower than 2025, not by much. They could dip into the mid-5s here and there and will likely stay in the low 6% range, though they might not stay that low all year when they do dip. So when they dip, be ready. Price growth will continue across the state and will likely be very moderate. Not a runaway increase like we've seen in the past, but this is a positive trend for most of our sellers. Buyers will see a little bit of improved affordability, which will be driven by that slower price growth and, of course, a little bit of a lower interest rate, though homes will be expensive still by historical standards in our state. This environment means a more balanced market overall, which isn't a bad thing. It will not strongly favor buyers or sellers, but should give both sides opportunities if they are strategic. So, something else to look at and some themes that to expect statewide are that number one, a more balanced supply and demand inventory. That inventory climbed up in 2025 and it seems to be hovering and sticking around. And that gives buyers a lot more choice, and it also takes the pressure off of all of us, so there won't be these super aggressive bidding wars that we saw in prior years. Modest price appreciation, that was number two. And some forecasters, including like Zillow and Redfin, suggest that home prices will continue rising only about 1 to 2% across many national markets in 2026, and Colorado's included in that. Mortgage rates will matter this year, like they always do. And if rates dip even briefly into that 5% range, below 6%, we're like hovering at 6 right now, this can make a big difference for people in keeping their monthly payment costs lower, and that can create little surges in the market of increased buying. And different markets in Colorado, different areas will perform differently. Denver Metro will be very distinct from our mountain towns and our rural areas because of supply, job growth, and local amenities, which all play a role in the housing market. So what does this mean particularly for you? So for buyers, it's going to mean that you have some choices and you have some time. You'll have a lot more inventory and not those like super tight, annoying shopping days of 21 to 24 where you had to pick something the first day you went out or it wasn't going to be there anymore. You'll have more negotiating power on your side because homes will have been on the market much longer. And when mortgage costs are still a major factor, those interest rates, your affordability planning is still critical, but it's doable at this kind of, high 5, low 6 rate. Well-priced, well-staged homes will continue to attract the best attention, but extreme price escalation is highly unlikely. So sellers need to remember that. And patience and strategy will be more important than throw that house on at this price and let's see what happens. Local market conditions will really determine how fast a home sells, but staging and correct pricing, I see it again and again, and I've seen it the last 3 years, that is key. So let's zoom in here at Chaffee County, our home market, because rural and mountain markets can differ widely from the city, that I-25 corridor that's over the mountains. The data here, as of the end of 2025, is showing that home values locally are really solid, but they're not skyrocketing anymore, which is okay. Our average home values are staying right around that 650 to 700,000 range with small year-over-year increases, little less than 5% lately. And in recent months, it's really dependent on the type of listing and the timing. Single-family homes are doing better than, say, townhomes and condos right now. Prices should stay steady. We don't anticipate any major dramatic price drops, but huge price jumps are unlikely too. So if you're thinking you're going to get $25,000 more for your house in the spring, that's just not going to happen. Inventory will probably stay more elevated over the next little bit. We have a lot more listings on the market. We're more at like 5 months to 6 months of inventory, which is good because that will keep the market stable. 6 months of inventory is a stable market, and the pace of the market will be slower. We are averaging 120 something days on market as of December. And Denver's more like 90 days on market, but everything takes a little longer out here. So again, pricing strategies, staging, those are all really key if you want your home to stand out and sell faster than 3 to 6 months. Local rental markets here are showing strong demand too and are very competitive, which can really affect first-time home buyers in deciding whether to rent or buy. So be aware of that if you're at that first-time home buyer price range in the $500,000 to $600,000 range. But prices are strong overall, inventory is giving a choice, and well-prepared listings are selling really well. Those are key takeaways. So what should you do in 2026 with all of this information? If you're planning a move in 2026 and you are a buyer, please get pre-approved right now. Be ready to act on a home that you love and or act on an interest rate that you love if it happens to dip. But please be realistic about price and financing. It's not going to be like incredible deals. It's just moderate deals this year. And sellers, price for today's market, not for 5 years ago. Have professional photos, work with a realtor that will use staging, someone that knows the local data and the area and not just the national headlines. And if you want a really customized plan for your specific neighborhood or property, just reach out and let's have a conversation about that. So that's your 2026 Colorado and zoomed into Chaffee County real estate market update and forecast. It's steady, balanced, full of opportunities if you plan well and work with someone who knows what they're doing. I'm Jessica Chariton. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe here if you want more local market insights, tips, and you can comment below with any questions you might have, and I'll see you next time.